Hi friends, welcome to My Sew Bliss. Today I'm excited to share with you a couple tips on how to get perfect matching seams every single time. I'm sitting here sewing a bunch of blocks for a quilt that I'm making for a friend, and I just thought it would be the perfect time to show you how I get these seams. So see these little points right here? How I get those to match up every single time. And I'm gonna sew, so it has this bottom strip on the bottom, well, one on the bottom and one on the top. I'm gonna sew those on and show you how I get that, because I want that to match up as well, how I'm gonna get that to match up and look so good. So let me take you over to a closer view of the sewing machine and we'll show you exactly how I get perfect matching seams every single time. Now, to get those perfect matching seams, we want to first start by looking at the back of this main block. This is going to depend on which block you're making, but if there's a point that you want it to match up, what we're going to first do is make sure that it gets ironed really nicely. So you can see, looking at this block, I have ironed and made sure that everything is laying really nice. So you iron opposite directions of each other. And this, in the quilting world, is typically called nesting. So for this main block, I have my seams going out towards the flying geese on both sides. So that's what I have for the main block. Then for my top and bottom ones, I'm going to make the seam. So these are the seams that need to match up. I'm putting those towards the middle, so towards the flying geese. And then when I'll take my top piece, place it right sides together with my center block, and match up those raw edges right there. And you can see my seam allowances are going in opposite directions. So this back one is going up right here, and this front one is going down. And that should help it, so you can just, what's called nesting. So you just butt that stitch that you did, it's going to lay like right on top of each other, which is going to be our perfect placement to sew, and sew those perfectly. Like, I don't even pin, I just make sure those are nested together beautifully, and then I sew along. Did I say I don't sew? I don't pin. So I don't pin any of this. I just hold it in place, make sure it's nesting together or butting up right there. Same with this one. So I'll hold this one in place first, which, I mean, if you want to use pins, totally can. There's nothing wrong with using pins. So I'm going to come over here. Another thing that I like to do is have a piece of fabric that I start on. That is going to make sewing anything, but especially quilt blocks, so much easier, because I feel like your feed dogs, and in here when you just have the end of your fabric, it just makes a mess. But if I start on the middle of a random scrap of fabric, it makes it so much easier. So let's get you guys closer so you can see how I'm going to sew this together. So I've sewn to the edge of my random scrap of fabric right here. Now I have my block that I'm going to start sewing together. So I'm going to raise my presser foot just slightly so that slides right underneath it. And I'm just stitching at 1/4 of an inch. See how beautifully that just sewed right onto it. So I've gone about 1/2 an inch up, but I'm just going to check and make sure my seam is still nesting right here. Make sure, I just want to make it look really good for you guys, so I'm checking it a few times. But then I'm just going to hold it and continue stitching. Hold those pieces, keep going, and then I'm just going to keep going down, and after a few more stitches, I'll show you. I'm going to make sure down here is also nesting, and sometimes, see how it's like a little off? I pull that top, like if I just lay it flat, it's a little off right here. So I'm just going to pull the top one to get it to nest perfectly, and then I sew it. Honestly, I don't even know if that is going to make problems later on. I've always done that in my sewing though, and it works out better for me in the long run because I have those matching seams, and that's what I really, really want. And a lot of times I notice that way more than anything else. So once I have that sewn, usually I would just keep sewing stuff, but right now I'm just gonna show you guys. So once you're done sewing, you can open it up and see how that seam right there is perfectly matched up with the seam right above it. It's beautiful. I love it. It's gonna look even better once it's ironed. And then we can come over to the other side, and that one is perfectly matched up as well. So when you nest those seams together, it just butts it up together, holds it in place, kind of like a lock. It locks it in place, and stitches so beautifully, so nice. So you get those perfect stitching, perfect everything lined up, which is exactly what I'm looking for. I don't want things out of place. And now it's ready to go. So I'm going to continue on. I'll show you some more stitching in a sped up mode of how I do things, but I'm going to continue on just like I did before. So I'm going to start with my scrap of fabric. You can see I've been using this whole quilt, and you just start like right on the edge, like right at about half of an inch in from the edge. Don't start right on the edge, because if you do it right on the edge, then it could like suck it under. You know how like the needle like pushes the fabric under, especially when it's like a thinner, lighter weight fabric. I really hate that. So this makes it so there's no knots or nesting, like bad nesting down in here, if you know what I mean, like a bird's nest. Not nesting, like matching up our seams like what we're doing here. So now I'm going to be quiet and show you a sped up version of what this process looks like. Okay guys, that is my tips and tricks for how to get perfect matching seams every single time. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up and to subscribe for more sewing tutorials, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!